multi-exclusive dimensional being card with another exclusive. Today's video is going to be about Sun in Scorpio. So when the Sun is in Scorpio, we're going to be reacting and self-expressing ourselves in ways in deep, stagnated situations and circumstances, as far as Scorpio being a fixed water sign, which means it's fixated in its way of doing things, expressing itself, and thinking. And when we got Mercury in the Scorpio, we're going to be thinking deeply about our actions, thinking deeply about others' actions, and basically picking up other vibes and shit. Because the moon picks up things, it picks up residue. So basically, it's going to be an intertwined battle. And of course, when you got Mercury in Scorpio, aka retrograde, we're going to be thinking deeply about past experiences. You know what I'm saying? Or experiences that basically we're going to be expressing these things in ways that we wasn't ready for, or ways that we're going to basically start preparing for. Because we're in a new age during this time. So basically, it's new ways and new circumstances, situations about to basically resurface itself. So this is a time to basically take full precautions and preoccupations as far as how you're expressing yourself and your individuality. This can bring transformation, death, or basically new experiences and new changes in your life. So it's up to you to basically take this into hands and matter of your own hands. This way things can go out and play out into your way, and motherfucking Pluto ain't gotta come fuck you up. Of course, we got the moon and Pisces. So we're gonna basically be reacting and responding to ways of being sensitive. We're gonna be reacting and responding to ways of intuition, spirituality, faith, wisdom, and of course, this is also dealing with our karma, especially what we did in the previous time, especially what we're doing now. So at 12 hours, well, basically Neptune is basically dealing with this aspect as well. And of course, this is two waters, so we're gonna be dealing with double energy of water. And of course, the ascendant is in Cancer, so we're gonna be doing our self-personality as far as caring for one another, or basically being open to one another. So yeah, make sure you take the time to basically do enhanced imagination, and make sure you harness the energies for yourself. This way everything can play out to your favor. And of course, we got the Sun trine Moon, so we're going to be acting deeply to the way we think and communicate and express ourselves. So basically, try not to be too deep, but make sure you thinking deeply about how you want to see yourself in society. And of course, when this new moon, this moon is hitting as far as the crescent moon, we're on our way to a full moon. So after the moon in Pisces, you want to make sure when it hit Aries, you want to make sure that you put yourself in a circumstance situation as to where things is basically playing out to your favor, and you ain't got to play catch up or going through new experiences or transformational issues. Because as far as the Sun being in Scorpio and moon going to motherfucking Aries, and it's about to be full moon, after that aspect, you can cause an early death. So you want to fuck around with these kind of energies too. You want to make sure you know about this shit. That's why it's important to know about astrology. This way when you walk out the door, you know what to expect. You know where to go, know where not to go. Especially when it's talking about clock astrology too. And of course, we got Sun conjunct Mercury. So basically, we're going to be acting out the way we our decision making. We're going to be acting out these natures and shit as far as how we focusing on our deep passions or our deep actions during this time. So being that Mercury's in Scorpio, feel me, this could bring chaos, and of course this could bring curiosity too. We're gonna be investigating a whole lot of shit. A lot of shit gonna be coming into light. Motherfucking everything. We got motherfucking moon trine Mercury, so we're gonna be investigating circumstances, situation. We're gonna be going through learning experiences and during this time and during this phase. So make sure you're going through learning experiences as far as that's gonna basically upspan and put you in new experiences, and not the routine and mundane experiences as far as doing things over again. So especially when this motherfucking moon in Pisces, you're gonna know about that shit too. But it's the opportunity to basically do imagination and deep introspective work. Also, we got Venus trine Saturn, so we're gonna be humble. We're gonna have humble service and our love desires, but they making us react in response to being humble as far as their rules and regulations and shit. Try to get out that routine and pattern. Try to find more love into loving yourself and basically being there for people. Not fucking having love about going to vote or fucking wearing a fucking mask and shit. Fuck that mask shit. Take that fucking shit off. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Also, we got motherfucking Jupiter sextile Neptune. So it's an opportunity for spiritual and passion. So you got the opportunity to basically bring your spirit down to motherfucking existence as far as your imagination. Now, teamwork make the dream work. So it ain't just one person doing this. We all got to come together and basically create our own shit, and basically bring this down to existence, and basically put our spiritual wisdom and faith and practicality down to earth. We got to ground ourselves during this time. Plus, we got Sun opposing Saturn. So this basically, we're going to be feeling the need to basically oppose for self-freedom and going through transformational purposes as far as expressing this. But it's going to be a very hard time when you got motherfuckers deleting videos and trying to basically stop the motherfucking shit. So be aware of that shit. You got to find new ways of basically speaking in code. Because these motherfuckers out here, they're not playing. We got motherfucking Mars square Jupiter. So this learning experiences and actions throughout experiences and shit. So basically, we're going to learn how to not be too impulsive, but we got to learn how to work around circumstances, situations of displaying and basically acting out our personality. Even though we got a whole lot of shit going on as far as limitations and obstacles in our way, we got to better yet put ourselves in predicaments where we're going to basically be good about these things. We also got Jupiter conjunct Pluto, so this intense personal growth and expansion. So we're going to feel the need to basically switch up and basically get in our spiritual bag during this time and basically do this. And we got to agree to the terms and conditions in our way of doing it, and not the way of them allowing us to basically go through these transformational purposes. There's a whole lot of shit going on. Feel me? Spirits is being killed. Energy is being destroyed. So basically, you got to make sure you taking power and control over your shit and making sure society not doing it for you. Because you don't want to go to that fucking place. You don't want to go to purgatory. Who knows how long it'll take your ass to get out of that circumstance situation. We got Neptune sextile Pluto. So basically, this is highly, Neptune sextile Pluto. So basically, we're gonna have highly attendance as far as changes during this process. So as you know, this is basically taking power control over your way of basically having your own highly expressive ideas and basically bringing changes towards your spiritual natures. Feel me? Can't do this. We can't do the things how we used to do. Motherfuckers can't go to church too. So you got to find ways of basically finding yourself and believing in yourself, because nobody's coming to save you nor help you. You in this shit by yourself. So remember that shit. Don't get caught and lost into society of them teaching you and shit. Feel me? Fucking Trump ain't gonna be able to save you neither. Biden ain't gonna save your ass. The government ain't gonna save your ass. You gotta get that vaccine. What you gonna do then when they get rid of the dollar bill? So you gotta really think, man. Feel me? Also, we got Sun square Saturn, so we're gonna learn how to have balance between power and control and freedom too. And of course, this is gonna be something that we need to learn through. Feel me? We need to take power and control over reality, and not let reality take power and control over us. Because at the end of the day, it seems like they're just using this as a crutch, and basically they're trying to take away your freedom and your rights, and they're trying to throw fucking the Holocaust at y'all motherfuckers. So you don't want to get Holocaust. You want to make sure you Holocaust they laws and Holocaust they fucking ideas and concepts, because they practicing witchcraft on y'all motherfuckers. So y'all gotta wake the fuck up. Mercury opposing Uranus. So this can basically be conflicts and battles during this time, where you may feel the need to basically protect yourself. Especially you see what's going on out here. Motherfuckers getting to brawls. Motherfuckers is worshiping Trump. Motherfuckers is worshiping Biden, but not worshiping themselves. These are fucking puppets, sheeps, and these motherfuckers gotta go. They gotta go. Feel me? Because they ain't gonna learn. They gonna learn the hard fucking way. They gonna learn the hard way. And these gonna be the same motherfuckers you may have to put a bullet in. So be aware of these motherfuckers. Don't be in that mix. Feel me? Vote for yourself. Don't vote for nobody else. We also got motherfucking Venus trine Jupiter. So this basically being more practical and experiences, as far as being more practical with our experiences, as far as how we develop ourselves. So you may feel the need to basically get right with somebody that's on the right path during this time. So make sure you're doing this and basically working together as far as coming together and basically developing new groups and associations and partnership during this time. Venus trine Pluto. So expressing deep love and connection. So you're gonna feel the need to basically connect with somebody deeply on this path. You may feel the need to basically look for your twin flame, or you may feel the need to have partnership and goals as far as helping society and basically having balance and freedom during this time. Feel me? Try to be very careful, because you may be looked at or be taken advantage of during this time too. We got Mars square Pluto, so learn how to express the deep changes and shit. So people can be going through a lot of depression and shit during this time. So there's gonna be a whole lot of changes during this time. Try to take that power and control and cleanse and do a spiritual detox. Try not to put yourself in circumstance situations of showing fear or basically believing in what you see on TV, television, which is telling lies to your vision. But I ain't telling no lie to your vision. I'm telling the truth to your vision. So make sure you defend yourself and be aware of, start racking up on food and water too. So it's going to get very ugly. You got to learn how to live without food and water. Fuck all that shit. Remember, it's all about self-discipline. And if the better you can utilize this, the better everything can play out to your favor. And also, we got Jupiter conjunct Saturn. So basically, this is down to earth. So, feel me? What you did previously, you got to basically initiate and create that together towards coming together and performing new ways of being more practical and more stable, and basically building a framework as far as how you're going to initiate and create your self-expression, especially dealing with new career and status and moralities and morals during this time. So the way you did things previously ain't working no more. We're not going back to the old motherfucking age of Pisces. We in the age of Aquarius right now. So get that shit straight. Age of Centaur, age of awakening. And yeah, so I'm about to run down Pisces and the signs. And basically, if you got a sun sign, these are going to be your actions. And if you got a moon sign, these are going to be your reactions. So, of course, when we got motherfucking Aries, you're going to be basically self-expressing yourself in ways of talents, creativity, passion, and faith. Make sure you fight for your freedom and your power, because you had a very deadly death circumstance situation in your previous life. So basically, you're bringing that to here. So people, places, and things may feel the need to basically try to eat from your plate, or basically put themselves in your shoes, or try to basically harness your energy. These could be vampires. So make sure you isolate yourself from these people. And if you gotta basically take power and control, you need to do that, or else you're gonna experience another transformational purpose. Try to be aware and not put yourself in stubbornness, and try not to be too passive during this time. If you got a moon in Aries, you're gonna be receiving this energy from people. Second house, motherfucking Taurus, you're gonna be reacting, responding to ideals, visions, and things that you value. Feel me? You may be in a circumstance situation, fan of loss of money, and this can basically be a karma circumstance situation as far as where you died previously, where you wasn't in a circumstance situation where you didn't have pleasure or desire and shit. You're going to feel the need to basically take power and control. Try to do this in a spiritual way and not basically get lost into your desires. If you got a moon and Taurus, you're going to be receiving this energy. Geminis, basically, you're going to be, this is ideals, and this is headed all in the clouds. So you're going to feel the need to basically be all over the place. Feel me? Try to be more organized with the way you think and communicate, especially with your environmental issues. Feel me? You may miss appointments. You may miss motherfucking big meetings during this time. Try to not get too lost into your cloudy judgment. Feel me? Try to learn how to evaluate things and sit back and just chill. Feel me? You may put yourself in a circumstance situation. Oh, ass might get in a car accident because you fucking thinking too much. And if you got a motherfucking, because Mercury is in Scorpio during this time, so you want to make sure you're thinking about the right shit, not the wrong shit. If you got a moon in Gemini, you're gonna be receiving this. Cancer, you may have issues or circumstance situations in your past life as far as you was disabandoned, or motherfucking you had trauma issues with home, private family matters and shit. Maybe bringing this into your previous lifetime. So you may be going through these issues again, or these issues can get better, or people, places, things may not be treating you right. So try not to basically put yourself in a circumstance situation of lashing out. For me, you want to make sure you not be holding these things in, and try to kill these things subconsciously. This way it won't keep following you. Because remember, if you don't take care of what you did previously, you're going to be building more karma to basically be following you. Almost it'll be affecting you and other people. So you're going to feel the need to basically retreat from people or be in your own secluded space and shit. So try not to basically do that, because for me, during this time, it may be different. People may be trying to want to help you and trying to understand and understand you during this time. So try not to basically show your tail to them, for me, but show your heart a little bit, not too open, but you know how you are. But if you got a moon in Cancer, you're going to receive this energy from people, places, things that's expressing itself towards you in this way. Leo, you got the, this is a trine, so you got the ideals and dreams of success as far as, this is also mutable. So basically, you may have a circumstance situation in your previous life where you was thinking about success, feel me? Or you may put yourself in a circumstance situation, maybe trying to fix others during this time that don't need to be fixing. Focus that energy towards your self-expression and put it in areas and directions as far as where you could be creative during this time. Or you may be a fucking preacher, but not necessarily on a church percentage, because I don't like using these words. But you may be your voice may need to be heard during this time, especially during this time. So you need to be more practical and consistent in the way you express yourself outwardly, and not basically being to the stage of seeing other people, places, and things, or giving your energy and time towards others and shit. You can do this because you got a big heart. You the Leo, but try not to put yourself in circumstance situations where you downright yourself, because you're gonna be repeating karmic death. You may have a heart attack because your ass not taking care of your circumstance situation. Or you may have heart issues. Moon and Leo, you're gonna be receiving this energy. Virgo, you're gonna be reacting and responding to circumstances, situations, cause, work, service, and demands. Try to find satisfaction. Try not to be too fucking grounded and shit. But if you're gonna do this, make sure you're grounding yourself and having satisfaction as far as freeing yourself up from emotional baggage or guilt or worry or fucking anxiety or depression during the time, because this may be overburdening you and shit. And of course, you may have died previously in your previous lifetime with a whole lot of shit on your mind as far as having a routine, making sure everything is correct and right. Feel me? You don't want to put yourself in that circumstance situation and shit. And you know, Pisces don't even fuck with this sign, so it's gonna be very hard and difficult for you to basically get this into to motherfucking practicality natures. Be practical with your spirit. Feel me? Not too left brain. Feel me? That you may neglect your spiritual side, but you want to make sure you be organized and more practical and bringing a balance in between. Even though motherfucking Virgo falls in Libra, but you want to be more practical in the way you do things as far as your spiritual natures and shit. Wear some crystals and some gemstones to basically balance yourself. This way you won't have no nervous breakdowns and shit, or things won't fuck with you. You won't put yourself in a circumstance situation again to a motherfucking car accident, because Mercury is also in Scorpio. So your ass may develop a transformational issue during this time if you ain't taking care of yourself. On both trends, balance is key. And when we're gonna get into Libra, we're gonna be reacting, responding to relationships, balance, and vision and dreamy circumstance situation. You may feel the need to basically dream of a soulmate during this time, or try to balance somebody, or try to have expectations for them, especially if they're not showing this back. You may feel the need to put yourself in a circumstance situation that you may not be too good for them, or they may not be too good for you and shit, or you may basically be used as a vessel. In your previous lifetime, you may have a spiritual soul flame and shit, and you may have held on to that shit in your past life, which basically brought you back here. So you may feel the need to basically be and search for your soulmate during this time, but make sure you right with yourself. This way you can find that shit, and it'll come to you in mysterious ways. And not basically be looking outwardly, look inwardly. Feel me? Because remember, we dealing with motherfucking Pisces and the motherfucking signs. Look inwardly, build that shit internally. Then it can express itself way out. Because basically, what you initiating and creating with your mind is basically how it's being developed outwardly. So don't forget that shit. You want to make sure you have balance in the way you basically do things in life. The way you have love and desires and lust. You want to be all over the motherfucking place and looking for this person, see if this person right for me. You want to make sure you have a balance with that. And basically also find where your 7th house is at. This way you can find your twin flame and somebody that can resonate with you. Because Libra deals with the relationship. So you may be getting attacked by relationship issues during this time that it basically previously fucked with you in your past life. So yeah, if you got a moon in Libra, you're going to be receiving this energy from people. And of course, when we got Scorpio, you're going to be reacting, responding to spirits, dark spirits that's going to be attacking you, especially when we talk about motherfucking Pisces. So you're going to basically be having a deep investigation as far as that and values and possessions and shit. Try not to be used as a vessel. Try not to use other people as a vessel too. And also, try not to be too passive. So you may feel the need to basically give your close partner your fucking information to your bank system or privacy and shit. You may leave your shit all open. Things might just basically come to surface, and of course it's gonna be double here because the sun is in Scorpio. And when we talking about Pisces is basically the reaction. What goes in the dark comes into the light. So you may feel the need to basically put yourself in circumstances, situations like this, or you may get into a fight and shit, or may get into violence, or have secret animosity as far as other people may be hating on you. So try not to put yourself in a circumstance situation where you two out there and basically be all over the place. Try to like take power and control over your possessions and shit, and basically control these things, and not try to be out here sharing everything and shit. Everybody ain't gotta be in your pie. Everybody ain't gotta be putting their dirty ass hands in your motherfucking privacy. So make sure your privacy is basically secured and not all over the motherfucking place, because Pluto and Capricorn, so a whole lot of death and transformation and shit can basically be coming to the light. So you want to make sure you balance and have some kind of intimacy and some kind of brain where you basically know what to do and know what not to do during these times too. Because motherfuckers is out here getting played. If you got a moon in Scorpio, you're gonna be receiving this energy from others. And try not to put yourself in a motherfucking jail cell or get put up into that circumstances where you may have died in your previous life, and of course you may have died in a cell. So it's following you now again. So you got to make sure you're not putting yourself in that circumstance situation, or you may be born in fucking jail throughout your mother coochie. And of course, Sagittarius. Listen, you're gonna be reacting, responding to ways of spirituality, faith, wisdom, experiences. Listen, Jesus ain't gonna come save the world for your ass. AKA, Jesus ain't gonna take the will. You need to take the fucking will. You need to believe in yourself. You need to question yourself. You need to question your spirituality, your religion. And you need to wonder and sit here and think, is a motherfucker that died from this world coming back to save you? Because I look at it like this. I know every motherfucker that died in this world, they ain't come back. Nobody came back. You got to understand. You got to separate the three. Spirit came first, which is the fire. The motherfucking gas. The motherfucking intuition. Astral project. Astral travel is basically when your soul start to experience the shit. Then, when you do that, it get heavy. And it start to become formulated into motherfucking earth. And then it starts to become windy. And now, boom, that's come into existence. Now, a motherfucker ain't coming to save your ass. Jesus ain't coming to save you. Messiah ain't coming to save you. Moses ain't coming to save you. These motherfuckers, they believed in themselves. And they was willing to express this shit towards other people. And that's what you need to basically be doing, Sagittarius. Feel me? Especially if you got this in your motherfucking 9th house. That's what the fuck you need to be doing right now. Not fucking giving your all your power and all your hope to these motherfuckers that you be reading out your motherfucking Bibles. These motherfuckers ain't coming to save your bitch ass. You need to take power and control over your motherfucking life. And you need to basically go deep within yourself. Because you got the power and you got the intuition to do this. So that's when I talk about doing this shit. You got to do the fucking internal work. Go within. Believe in your motherfucking self. Meditate. Clear that shit. Clear all that bullshit out that you was learning in the motherfucking church. Clear that shit the fuck out of you. These motherfuckers ain't coming. Yeah, the age of Pisces, a.k.a. the age of Jesus, is over. These motherfuckers was your government. The people you fucking voting for. That's who the fuck you was praying to. That's who you was giving your power to. That's who you was worshiping. That's who you was praising. That's who you was motherfucking giving all your motherfucking elements to. They took your power and they created all these ideologies and they fucking psyched your mind up. So yeah, get the fuck out of that shit. These motherfuckers ain't coming to save you. These motherfuckers about to give you the vaccine. Then Jesus is your vaccine, motherfucker. So watch who the fuck you praying to at night. Better fucking go within. These motherfuckers ain't saving you. He ain't coming. He's not. Listen, they're gonna create a fake ass alien invasion. They're gonna put Jesus. What's the word that I'm looking for right now? Just like when they did that shit with Tupac on stage. I don't know the exact word for that shit. They're gonna create a motherfucking a fake ass a fucking gram where they put the motherfucking thing in the sky. I don't even know the motherfucking word. What is the word? What is the motherfucking word? They're gonna put a fake ass Jesus Christ figure in the motherfucking sky, and they're gonna basically do this shit to psych your mind up and think that, oh, Jesus came back. Niggas gonna be like, see, Jesus came back. I told you, niggas. I told you. Whole time that's the fucking government playing with your psychology again. Feel me? Get out your philosophical point of view of how you see the world and go within yourself. This way you know fucking spirituality. Yeah, they gonna put a motherfucking hologram in the motherfucking sky showing Jesus. They ain't Jesus, motherfucker. And of course, you got Moon and Sagittarius, you're gonna be receiving this energy from others. Also, Capricorn. So you may have a circumstance situation where previously in your karmic, in your past life, you may have died with a whole lot of expectations, a whole lot of seriousness, whole lot of being outmatched by the world and shit. You may have been through a whole many obstacles when you died. You might have a twin or some shit. Or this is the time for you to basically take more power, control over your life, have responsibilities, but basically believe in yourself and basically go deep into yourself. Because you may be too left brain. You may not be all into that fucking intuition and fucking faith. But I'm telling you right now, when you use that shit, and put that shit towards your dreams and be more practical with that shit, then you would start to see shit start to speed up in your life. It's when you gotta work 20, 10, 30 years just to get a fucking big ass house, a big ass home. You can manifest that shit in a motherfucking day. In many ways. And when I mean a day, I don't mean a day in this world. I mean a day in your dream world, as far as where you start to build. And depending on what kind of alignments and what kind of energy you're in, that's going to dictate and determine how much structure you can basically receive in your life. You can receive all the money and all the structure in the world. Are you putting in internal work? It starts with the internal work. And if you don't put in internal work, then you're not going to see your fruits and labors grow. So always remember that shit. If you got a moon in Capricorn, you're going to be receiving people as representations and as examples on why you should and what you should and what you should not do. Remember, you heard it from me. Also, when we got motherfucking Aquarius, you had a previous lifetime where you may have motherfucking died, or try to save the world, or basically being an outspoken person, or basically putting yourself out there and shit. So it may have you may have died in a strange death. So you're gonna feel the need to basically have big visions and humanitarian visions, and more of especially in the age of Aquarius, you may feel the need to basically break from freedom and emotional ties. Try not to be taken advantage of by groups or affiliates or people, places, and things, because they may try to basically use you as a crutch or take advantage of you and shit. So you don't want that to happen. You want to make sure you got to rebel and basically be around real spiritual people and shit that's going to uplift you, and also may just teach you some things where y'all can both can share and have motherfucking balance. And this way y'all not fighting for that jealousy spot and shit. Because Aquarius, y'all get attacked by motherfucking alien spirits. So basically you may have had a weird death, or you may have a weird death during this phase, especially if you're not taking care of your responsibilities. So you don't want to experience that. If you got a moon in Aquarius, you're going to be receiving these influences from other people, places, things that may be resonating with this. And of course, when we got Pisces, this is going to be double. This is going to be the double the experience, because the moon is in Pisces. So you're going to be receiving deep experiences, as far as deep visions, spirituality, faith, and motherfucking these intuition. So basically, this is one thing to basically live your mundane life and fucking get 8 hours of sleep and shit. But if you're not putting in no spiritual work, and you looking outwardly and fucking going to motherfucking metaphysics, going to motherfucking not metaphysics but psychotherapies and shit, if you're going to these people and basically looking outwardly for motherfucking answers, you're fucking up. You need to look inwardly, or basically get into astrology and know symbolism. This way you can go within yourself and know the answers and find your true hidden talent. This way you're not going all over the place or being lost and shit and stuff like that. Feel me? So you want to direct your energy towards internal purposes and not external purposes. This way when you're going diving deep within yourself, you will see that all your answers lie within you. So you can be a spiritual teacher. You can take your career to a whole nother level. Start building now. Moon is a motherfucking Pisces, so take advantage of this shit. And now don't be fucking stagnated. Don't sit back. Don't have no circumstance situation where you don't believe in yourself. You got self-doubt. No, motherfucker. You need to put definite transformation towards anything that's basically putting blockages in your way. You need to basically direct this energy and basically be more productive. This way, everything can basically play out to your favor. And this way, you ain't got to go to no psychotherapist. These motherfuckers got to come to you and pay you now. Real shit. That's the motherfucking energies. I love everybody. I love y'all. And go within and be strong, be powerful, and get spiritual in this motherfucker.